Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sound like a really typical YouTuber, but it's okay because this week we're going slow. We're going slow. In this week video, it's actually been a year since my last production of my senior short film, and I just want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it because it somehow was one of the experiences that I would never forget. So last year around this week was my production of my senior short film, and it's called Extraversion. Any of you, if you're my friend or if you're one of the crew or the cast, you're probably annoyed by me talking this so much, but somehow it's one of those production or those experience that you learn a lot from it, and you want to share to the people that who just started in filmmaking or have interest in filmmaking. So I started acting in high school, and I got a feedback that from the audience that you're actually good at it, and I'm like, okay, I take it. So that's what brought me into filmmaking. When I first started going to film school, I had a doubt on myself because first of all, I like cameras, but I didn't know that I would be able to understand the whole function of the camera settings, all the aspect of it. But then gradually throughout the years of college, the experience, the surrounding keep inspiring me to learn more, to trying to understand more about filmmaking, and it gradually became one of what I love doing, which is filmmaking. So then, with me moving all the way from Thailand to the United States, new connection, new people, new challenges, I really didn't know what will brought me, what will the future take me to. But then I know that I like doing this. In the first year of college, second year, and through my really last year, I like doing filmmaking, but I still don't know really what fit me best until the production of Extraversion. So during the whole production, oh my god, that semester was hella. It's not a mess, I wouldn't say it's a mess, but it was a lot. It was packed because trying to get the script done in a short amount of time, trying to get the production wrapped up in a short amount of time, and edit it in really, really short amount of time is too much. Too much kids. So those who are thinking of going to film school, yes, it's fun, of course, but it's a lot of work. Actually, let me bring this for a second. My first senior short film called The Introvert. During the production, I was kind of like oh my god, oh shit. I'm not sure. I'm not confident. I know my direction, but I'm not sure what I'm doing is right, or would I take too much time, or it's just too much. So the surrounding and the chaos, I didn't took my best shot. But the extroversion was somehow the feeling when I was on set and able to talk to the cast, talk with my DP, my assistant director, of how I want the set to be run and how I want my cast to portray the character and everything. I feel like probably this is where I'm at. Maybe directing or producing might be my future career. And the feeling after the production, looking back, the BTS photos and the BTS videos made me feel that, oh my god, I could do this. Like, if I work my ass out and try to put myself out there, I could really become a director and producer. Because the feeling of, you creating the story in your head and trying to bring out into the real world where your audience can see it, it's amazing. It's somehow really, yes, of course, it's a lot of work going through it, but when it's done, oh my god, girl, that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to talk about how to find yourself, because I think with the audience of this small YouTube channel is around my age, which is my friend or people who still in college or younger ones, I really want to touch about how you find yourself, because I think it's really important to be able to know who you are, because we all live once, and if we fuck up this life, then we fuck up, girl. Like, there's so much more that go upon finding your dreams and all this stuff, you know, like families, paying your bills, make sure you don't get that stupid coronavirus thing. So disclaimer, this all experience that I'm sharing with you, I did not really make any research or whatever. Is what I've been told to, or I've been heard of, and what I experienced, and I just wanted to share. So step one, I think it's really important to find a role model or people you look up to. It could be a celebrity, a star that you really like, or actually your close friend who worked their ass off to pay their tuition, or who worked really hard to get their good grades, or really a good person in general, or your parents, your sister, brother, anyone. So in my case, when I was younger, I really addicted to this show called Academy Fantasia. So the show is pretty much about, it's basically for singer who want to show their skill. It's a reality show, by the way. So within the show, they selected 12 contestants. Those 12 young aspiring singer compete against each other, but that's not the point. The point here is they're a young aspiring singer, and their dream is to become a singer, dancer, performer, actors, and that is so inspiring for me. So I just watched those people who obviously they're older than me. I was like, what, 10 when I was watching this show, and I feel inspired by those people who follow their dream. It sounds cliche, I know, but trust me, it's cool watching people knowing what they want to do in their life, and you know, you're inspired by them. So okay, one one of the contestants is obviously my Extraversion cast. Yep, I follow her. I look up to her, and also just not her. There's I look up to two other singer, and then gradually I follow them, and actually they know me. But my point here is people who has a dream and who is really passionate about what they're doing is so inspiring to me. After looking up to these people and realize that, damn, I want to be like them. Not in terms of like going audition and becoming a singer or whatever, but like I do want to live up my dream. I think this is a really important step, to look up to someone, and I'm not talking about like celebrity whatever. Also my parents as well, who really set a good example of how to be a good person to the environment and to do what you love. And I'm thankful for them because they gave me the opportunity to be here, young and free, and they trust me, and they trust the process that I'm working through, and I really appreciate that. So step number 2 is to try things out, because to be honest, people who, especially freshmen going to college, I know that you guys are trying to, what major should I go? I don't even know what's after the college life. Yeah, I get it for sure. So it's okay to try to switch things up and try to work the way around. First of all, if you're not trying things out, then you will know that what would you like, right? So a lot of people, especially my age, I have heard of that they're scared to experience stuff, or they're scared of change, which, I mean, I get it, but if you're not trying out, then you wouldn't really know. You won't really know. When I decided to come to the state, I will come here for study, yes, but I will find who I really am, because you know life is short, right? And your parents, yes, they taught you somehow, but then afterward you need to learn it yourself. Your professor teach you in class. Outside of the word is you. It's you who is actually your own teacher. It's you who is actually your own leader. It's you who actually your own boss, and you need to make that decision yourself. You can't really depend on other people, because if you depend, girl, let me say, okay, you're going to a party or you're going out and then you're waiting on your girls, and in the group you decided which restaurant you want to go to, and you say it take forever to pick just a damn restaurant. What I'm trying to say is that is you yourself, if you could be independent for at least amount of time to be with yourself, to actually figure out what you like. That's really important, because people want change every day. Step number 3, just go for it. Go for it. Do what you love. This, I'm sorry, amount of cliche in this video is a lot, I know, but do what you love is really important, because I can't imagine myself going 9 to 5 job and come back, complain about my boss, not happy about it, go to work, get the paycheck, have that routine. I cannot. For me, what I really want is to be on set, although it's long hour. It's like 10 or 12 hours, or sometimes even more. We go over. Filmmaker, we go over. But I think that's my happy place. The place where we can joke about stuff, about people who not in film, and saying that we're better than them. This is true, I'm telling you, this is so true. And also, be with people who's better than you. It's really important, because you will learn a lot from people who has experience, or people who have the same dream with you, but they just had more experience. And when learning from that, you will gradually have those things those people have, and gradually you will put the mindset, whatever, onto you, and then you will become that imperfect of yourself, like, because we are not perfect, but you will become that whole new of who you want yourself to be. But it's actually okay to don't really know what you want to do, and it's actually okay to take a year gap and go travel if you have the money, or if you don't, go do something. Money sometimes is an excuse, but it's also is a main source for you to do whatever, right? But making an excuse is something that not really take yourself anywhere. I don't think so. And okay, so before we wrap up, let me summarize the whole podcast motivation speech for you. So first, remember to have someone for you to look up to, because then it's not just having someone as your role model, but it's also someone that you wanted to become too. Second is to always try things out. Give it a try. You never know what's gonna happen. And maybe the dream that you dream of might not fit you, and you can move on, because it's okay. Let's say if you don't like it, you can tell other people, like, hey, I tried to become a singer, I tried to become a dancer, I tried to become an artist, I tried to become a scientist or a math teacher, and it didn't work out, or a lawyer. And it's okay. It's okay. You get to tell people that you have more experience than them. And last but not least is to go for it. Yeah, you might be questioning, but at the same time, nothing in this world will be always what you like. If you like filmmaking, cool, but not the whole process of filmmaking will be as what you thought. Those rough times will help you to become a better filmmaker. So always remember that although there's time that is tough and hard and you doubted in yourself, always remember that you came this far, and when you look back, you will be like, oh my goodness, I came this far. And you still want to keep going, because you have people who you care of. Let's say for me, I do really want to make my parents see me in a position that they're proud of me. I mean, there probably is right at this moment, but I still want to be in a position that I could take them to the premiere of my next film, and they sitting there in the theater watching my film from the beginning to the end, and just really enjoy it. and that's probably where I really wanted to be. So it might be rough at this time, but we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. So if you like this kind of chit chat talk, let me know. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.